Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Greedfall. Last episode we did a little bit of exploration throughout the city of Hikmet. Found what we could and did what we could and explored what we could and helped out our companion Vasco with his own side quest, which was all done and over with. Everything's good there. Now it's time to finally go into the governor's office and let's see what happens there. We need to give our regards to him, after all. I have a feeling there's probably not anything over here of note. I'm not even gonna bother. Let's go in, shall we? Is there something over here? There is not. Let's go in, shall we? We are in the governor's palace. I have a feeling we can't really explore much here. Oh wait, we can. A little bit. I mean, there's a room here, but nothing of note. Oh, something to loot here. And this leads downstairs. And upstairs, apparently. But it also doesn't appear like there's anything down here for us to investigate. What about upstairs? This actually goes even further up. And even further up. Interesting. I have a feeling there isn't going to really be anything of note up here, however. No, there does not appear to be. Okay, back down these stairs. Don't ask how I got here. Don't ask how I got there. Oh, hello.
Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you. Allow me to present my sincerest regards in the name of the Congregation of Merchants.
And allow me to wish you and your cousin a warm welcome to the island, in the hopes that this visit will help prolong the profitable relations between our two nations.
Likewise. Nevertheless, another question brings me. The Malachor. The Prince d'Orsay hopes that these new shores will bring us new possibilities. Even a remedy.
It is an area that concerns us greatly, but be assured we are studying it acutely. Our doctors and alchemists are particularly interested in the flora of the Isle. It's extremely varied and different from our own. In fact, we have sent a group of explorers into a very promising sector. Alas, we've had no news from them for quite some time now. We are hoping that nothing has happened. We would have sent a patrol to investigate, but we cruelly lack the means to do so. The natives have proven aggressive, even hostile to our studies, and have attacked us regularly.
Oh boy.
You ask the question why. You steal our lands, gouging the earth in sacred places. And now our people are disappearing. It's enough to drive one to unsheath a blade. Do you not agree?
Ask Siora politely to let me speak.
Siora, please, I understand how you feel, but this isn't the right time.
I am sorry. You are right. My apologies, Your Excellence. Continue, please.
Yes. As I was saying, we are obligated to maintain all of our able-bodied men here in order to protect the city. but we would be happy to share with you the results of our research if...
Your Excellency.
This insolent interruption is untimely and unwelcome.
I deeply regret, Excellency, but one of our frontier posts has just suffered a brutal attack.
Report then and be precise.
The natives attacked us by surprise. Our men were massacred. Our frontier post is lost.
One more act of barbarity. Dismissed, soldier. Where was I? Yes, we would be most pleased to share our discoveries with our allies if your cousin would send us a party to help us find our lost expedition. I could show you to which region they were sent.
I thank you for the information and will let him know.
If you are of a mind to accord me another request, I would be truly grateful.
Of course.
As you have not failed to observe, our troops, as well as our caravans, have been suffering incessant attacks. The merchants, including your own, are raided, often killed, and certain goods have become scarce. Captain Rainhild, who commands our outpost in the plains, has communicated his incapacity to protect them. Considering that certain of your own fellow countrymen are involved.
You would like me to lend a hand? I will see what I can do, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
We'll do what we can. Let's see. First, let's ask about Hikmet.
Could you tell me a little about your city?
Hikmet is the oldest city on the island. We began construction of its first buildings 15 years ago, shortly after the discovery of the island. A magnificent city, where the great minds of the time were united in a common goal. Here you could find the best doctors, the greatest engineers, and the most eminent savants. In everyone's eyes, this island has great promise, and Hikmet is the city that allows us to make good on that promise.
Okay, what about the war with Tulane?
And what of this conflict with Tulane on Tir Fredi?
Officially, we are at war, but we have never waged war openly here. Of course, we did not rejoice when they set up camp on the Isle, and we expected the worst. But it seems that their only concern is to convert the natives into believing their ridiculous teachings. They represent no true danger to us. At least, not for the time being. And to be frank, we have plenty of other concerns that demand our attention.
Okay, one more thing. The alliance with Ulan.
I met Ulan, the Bone Blowers clan chief, from the village of Vignamri. He is an open-minded man who holds great expectations of exchanges with the colonies. He would like to meet you to discuss a treaty, even an alliance.
Ulan, you say? I have never heard mention of this name, but to finally have an ally among the natives could only be beneficial. That is excellent news. Still, I fear that I cannot leave the city. That would be taking too much of a risk.
I
Understandable.
doubt that Ulan will come to Hikmet. He is looking for an alliance, but he is not desperate. Such a gesture would be considered a sign of weakness by his clan.
That is understandable, I suppose. Do they grasp the concept of emissaries? Do you think that solution might work?
I think that might be possible. I'm sure he would understand that you could not come to see him in person for the same reason.
Excellent. Finally, some clear skies in our negotiations with the natives. My right-hand man will then go to this village to finalize an agreement with King Ulan.
I'll be there too, to make sure everything goes according to our plans.
There is another matter concerning the same village that I would like to bring to your attention.
A wandering merchant, a member of Ulan's clan, is being kept in your outpost.
Can you authorize his entry into the city?
I see no harm in that. This merchant is certainly not a threat to us, and he might even prove useful if the negotiations with his clan should take a foul turn.
You had
Here,
to say it like that?
please be so kind as to give him this letter of passage. If he presents it to the guards, they will let him in and he'll be able to establish his stall in town.
I thank you. I hope to see you again. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Alright. Well, I suppose things went well there. Shockingly well. And these are the stairs back down. Okay. I am quite content and even happy with how that went. Now let's see. Okay, that's the captain of the outpost for... Oh, that's for the other quest, isn't it? Oh yes, Codex. Governor Burhan. Governor Burhan is above all a scientist, passionate about alchemy and medicine, although he is also highly regarded for his diplomatic qualities. He was appointed head of Hikmet and the territories of the Alliance on Tirfadi, in the hope that a man also focused on medicine would quickly discover a cure for the Malachor. Alas, although he has done everything to attract the greatest minds of his nation and has given them all the means in his possession, a cure still eludes him, and his lack of interest and respect for the natives has led to a war of attrition with many clans, putting him in a delicate situation. So we have that quest. The attacks on caravans, which we will deal with. Okay, we've met with the Bridge Alliance governor. We'll have to meet with the Tulane governor as well, and eventually go to the Red Spears. But first things first, let's deal with getting this alliance settled. And we'll also speak about this, whatever's going on down here. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a run. Unfortunate. But we'll see what happens.
Come closer. Come closer. Oh my word.
Actually, yeah, I think I have one or two things I can sell.
Your Excellency, it's always a
I do. I have one of those to sell. I think that's all. I mean, I don't really need this. It's not really adding much to the weight. We're fine.
Thanks for your visit.
Of course. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And to sell the one thing I had to sell. There really wasn't much to loot in the city, was there? Oh well, onwards we go. We'll speak with the captain of the outpost here, see what happened.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Talk about the Donea Exregon attacks.
Governor Burren has asked me to help you fight against the Caravan attacks. Could you tell me precisely what's going on?
For weeks we have been harassed by the savages. They're waiting for groups of soldiers or caravans to be out of sight of the outpost and attack with incredible violence. They don't just steal goods or equipment. They kill without mercy. Only one man survived their last attack. He's here in a sorry state.
Do you think you could answer a few questions?
Yes, but take it easy on him.
I'll make sure I do, Captain.
Of course. Let's see, he's right behind us. Oh, right over here.
Hello there. My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was informed that your caravan was looted, and that you were the sole survivor of the attack.
It's true, Your Excellency. It was awful. All those deaths. The violence. We followed the recommended precautions to the letter, but it was useless.
Asked him about the circumstances of the attack.
How did the attack happen?
We traveled all day. We were exhausted, and night was approaching. We knew we were not very far from the outpost, but we couldn't go any further. So we camped away from the road, trying to stay out of sight. Alas, it was in vain. That's when they struck, in the middle of the night.
Okay, what about the attackers?
Were there several attackers?
I counted 5, maybe 6. But others were hiding in the woods. I'm sure of it. If they only had their usual stone weapons, we may have hoped to escape them. But their weapons were inflamed. I have never been so scared in my life.
What about your goods?
What were you transporting?
Mostly food, but also herbs and other ingredients for scientists.
Did the attackers take it?
Everything was a blur. I don't know if they intended to steal or destroy it. Unfortunately, my companions died while trying to protect our cargo.
Are you saying that the looters started by attacking your cargo?
Yes, Your Excellency. Maybe more of us would have survived if we'd all fled.
And what were these precautions?
You mentioned recommended precautions.
Yes. Since attacks occur often, we were given a number of precautions to avoid them. Do not travel at certain times. Do not camp near the road. Do not light any fires. All of it was useless. It would have been better to recruit guards to escort us.
Based on what you're saying, the attacks were very targeted. They must have a camp near the outpost to monitor the road.
But what is their goal? Why attack all the caravans along this route?
They must want to cut off the supply lines to Hikmet. We'll go to the scene of the attack. I might find something there to help track these rebels.
Indeed. And the attack is all the way down there. Well, we'll be passing by where we need to hand in this, this thing to this merchant. So that... Oh yeah, he's right there, isn't he? No, he's... right over here. Uh-oh.
Please, help me!
Just keep walking, Renaigse. This does not concern you.
Have mercy! They will kill me! I am but a merchant who wishes to trade with the big city.
Okay. We can tell them that some troops are approaching, or try to reason with them. Let's go with the troops are approaching.
If I were you, I would leave at once. A squad of guards are approaching.
Not Frati. Let's leave. We are not ready for an encounter yet. But we will get you for this, merchant.
Adloreda Onolmanawi. May the trees along your path always bear fruit.
Think nothing of it. Ulan told me that you were not able to enter the town.
It is true. The soldiers did not let me enter. They left me outside, and the Donea Exdragao took advantage of this opportunity to attack me.
Rest assured, I have obtained permission for you to enter from the governor of Hikmet, which should allow you to set up your stall in the city.
Adloreda Renaigse. Thanks again.
Farewell, merchant. Perhaps we will meet again.
Indeed, in the merchant. Okay, inform Ulan of the emissary's impending arrival. Which we will do, but since we're here... let's see what we can investigate of the scene of the attack
Caravan
here.
was some distance from the road when it was attacked. Here we are. Stay alert.
I should save. I need to make sure I don't end up failing and dying repeatedly. Let's see what we can find.
The crates are empty. Their entire contents have been destroyed. These goods were not meant to reach their destination. The food has been destroyed. They clearly don't need it, which means that their camp should be close by. They must have died protecting their goods. How sad. These wounds appear to be caused by stone blades, the kind of weapons that islanders use. They acted quickly, methodically, and then left. But where are the bodies? Let's look around.
Aha! They're in that direction. Creatures to kill. Ow. I don't care for that. Oh boy. Ow, ow, ow. Come on, finish it off. Okay, we got that one. Don't worry. I gotcha. Okay, one more to deal with. Good news is its armor is gone. And it's dead. Okay. Thought I killed all of them before. I guess, some of them respawn. Good to know. Alright, let's move on past this way. Oh boy. Okay, you will die very quickly, shockingly. That one's also dead.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Armor's gone.
Why is this man's body arranged like that? There's something in his pocket.
Really? I'm nowhere near him. My dear, I am afraid this trip will be my last. We were very cautious. We even ate cold food every night because lighting a fire was too dangerous. And yet I feel as if we are being observed, and I am afraid they might attack us from one moment to...
He was in the caravan, but whoever attacked him decided to drag him here and feed him to the wild beasts.
The Donea Extragao do this as a sort of scare tactic. This is a message for other merchants.
Okay. Well, we need to keep exploring. Further in we go, past the bugged creature. At least we've already killed all the other things out here. Ah, it's that. Must be something up on the ridge there. Oh! Come here, you. Got you. You died. Hey, we leveled him. I'll gladly take the level up. Fighter's boots. I wonder if those are better than what we've got. I do remember when exploring... Ooh, obsidian hammer. I don't think it's useful to us, but... Okay, level up. Let's see. Skills. Group healing. Actually, that would be very useful. I'll take it. Okay. Close to their camp. Oh boy, more of these things. Let me save. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a pain here, because I hate these things. Okay. Surprisingly, those were not as bad as I'd worried. Oh. Wrong button. Fortunately, we managed to blow our way in. And we have more of them here. Wow. 2 shots and I managed to kill him. Alright. There's a few more. Scorpion Sting. Actually applies a dose of something. Interesting. Let's keep going.
Finally. Here's the camp of the rebel natives.
The standing men call themselves Donea Extragao. Please, let's try and talk to them.
All right.
I do not want to fight with my brothers without trying to reason with them first.
An understandable job. So let me just say it first, again. Alright, let's see if we can do this properly and diplomatically.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I only wish to speak to your leader.
I am the leader of this camp, Renaikse. And whom might you be?
I've already met this strange Renaikse. He saw me when I was watching the Lions camp, and he did not tell them anything. I think you can trust him.
We shall see. Let us talk now.
I've come to speak to you about your attacks against all those who take the road to Hikmet.
The Lions only got what they deserve. They have captured many of our people. We must release them.
That's the price of war. If you fight, you risk men being taken prisoner.
Wow.
I am not talking about warriors, Renaikse, but villagers kidnapped in our villages. They mainly attack on Olmenawe, those carrying the mark of the bond like you. They capture them, and we never see them again. We don't know what they are doing to them, but we are going to release them.
I see. But our merchants have no role in this. They are not warriors. So why kill them?
They brought food and weapons back to our enemies. We could not let them pass. If your merchants had fled, we would not have pursued them. But they resisted, so they died. The city of Lions is no longer to receive food or weapons. Nothing.
I share your anger against the Lions, and I also hope to find our captured brothers. But the Renaigse also use floating houses to transport things. Your attacks were useless.
Listen, if what you told me is true, I fully understand why you're fighting. I'm even ready to help you clear up these disappearances, as long as you spare our merchants.
You no longer need to worry about it. That was our last attack. Our troops are ready, and soon we will make the Lion pay for the harm it has brought upon us.
What are you talking about?
Soon, the Donea Extragao will march together, and we will free our brothers.
Oh dear. Can't we reason with them?
Can you guarantee that our merchants will now be able to take this road without risking their lives?
I always keep to my word. The time for small attacks is over. Now is the time of war.
I'm afraid you're heading straight into a massacre. But since you promised me that our caravans will be spared, I have fulfilled my mission.
Go in peace. We should prepare ourselves.
Oh boy, that honestly felt like the wrong thing to do. But attacking the camp completely on our own would have been a hell of a fight.
I hope I will not regret letting them go. They are so full of hatred for the Alliance.
The Donea Extragao fight, as my mother did, to free our people from the Lions. And now, they are ready for a great battle. I hope they will not end up like my clan.
I have to admit that the story of this attack is concerning. We should talk to Captain Rainhild about it. We can also inform him that the convoys will now be running smoothly.
We'll go inform him right away. The episode may end shortly after. Oop, I meant to pick that up. Let the captain know immediately. Although they'll probably be upset that we didn't kill them.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Talk about the end of the attacks.
I managed to trace the rebels who attacked the caravans. They will no longer be a problem.
You eliminated them?
No,
That's not necessary. But you must know that this group is part of a much bigger army. An army that is ready to go to war against Hikmet.
We have been at war with the rebels for a long time.
They did not speak of skirmishes, but of a pitched battle. They want to free their imprisoned comrades and will stop at nothing to do so.
This is terrible news. We must prepare the troops immediately. I'll send a message to Governor Buran. Thank you for warning us, Your Excellency. You've given us a chance to resist their assault. I know it's not much, but I hope you'll accept this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, Captain.
Alright, that quest is done. Okay. What did we get in... Oh, we went to the notes, right. Well, we still have the other side quest of the Peculiar Alliance, which I think is how we'll start the next episode, because this one has gone on, quite frankly, long enough. Next episode we'll go report in on that alliance, and then, I don't know, we'll need to figure out another direction to go. I'm wondering if maybe we should go help with Siora's side of things before we go deal with the, no, maybe we should actually go on our way towards, the religious group. But that'll be in the next episode. So until then, I'm Chester44, that is Desarde, Kurt, and Siora. This has been a Let's Play of Greedfall, and I shall see you all next time. Isn't there a bridge I can jump over there? I think so. No matter.